Hi friends, my name is Hannah, and I'm excited to join you for Read and Seed here at the Gardens on Spring Creek. We're the City of Fort Collins Community Botanical Garden. Each Read and Seed lesson includes a video and an activity sheet. The activity sheet can be found on our website, which is linked below. Before you watch this video with your children, please gather all the required materials to fully enjoy this activity. Today we'll be reading Flowers Are Calling by Rita and Kenard Park. We'll move around like a pollinator, and we'll create our very own flower bookmarks. Each Read and Seed lesson also includes a nature connection activity. We won't do that together today, but we hope you'll take some time out of your day and do it together. Today, we have a very, very special guest joining us to read the story. Please give a warm welcome to our friend Susie. She is one of the volunteers here at the Gardens on Spring Creek and loves Read and Seed.
Hello, this is Susie. I am going to read this book, Flowers Are Calling. The words are by Rita Gray, and the pictures are by Kenard Park. Some of you might have seen me on Monday mornings. I do the Read and Seed on Monday mornings. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and read this beautiful book to you. Flowers Are Calling. And here's a picture of the book. Flowers are calling a little black bear. No, not a bear. He doesn't care. They're calling a butterfly to dip from the air. See the butterfly on the flower? It's beautiful. Flowers are calling a wet green frog. No, not a frog. She likes her soggy bog. They're calling a bumblebee to look near that log. Flowers love bumblebees. Flowers are calling a porcupine. No, not a porcupine. She wouldn't take the time. Can you see the porcupine in there? Nope. They're calling a hummingbird to sip at their vine. There's a hummingbird. She's sipping at the vine. She's getting the nectar. Flowers are calling a loud blue jay. No, not a jay. He wouldn't stay. There he goes. He's flying away. They're calling a honeybee to fly their way. You've seen honeybees. There. Flowers are calling a little moose. No, not a moose. What would be the use? They're calling a beetle to eat their pollen loose. You can see the beetle. Flowers are calling a rabbit to stop. No, not a rabbit. It's not their habit to call a rabbit. He might grab it. They're calling a bee fly to visit their spot. There you can see the rabbit right there. And the bee fly. Flowers are calling a small brown snake. No, not a snake, for goodness sake. They're calling a pollen wasp with nectar to take. Flowers are calling a fat raccoon. No, not a raccoon. He doesn't care for white bloom or sweet perfume. They're calling a moth in the light of the moon. Here, over here, he's a moth. That's what the flowers want, is the moth. Flowers are calling a desert deer. No, not a deer. He can't even get near. They're calling a nectar bat to flap over here. And it's a desert, so there's a cactus. There's flowers on the cactus. And here, there's the bat. Going after the flowers on the cactus. Flowers are calling a busy wren. No, not a wren. He's already seen them. They're calling some children to look again. We've got the children looking, and you love to look at flowers too, don't you? We're looking at their flowers. That is the end of the story. I hope you liked the book today, and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.
Thanks, Susie. It was great getting to learn about which flowers and animals like each other. Does anyone know what these animals that love to visit flowers are called? Yeah, pollinators. Like in this story, they visit flowers to collect the sweet nectar. So they'll travel from flower to flower to collect that nectar and pollen and help our flowers to grow. I thought it would be really fun today if we, for our movement, decided to act like some of the pollinators that were in the book we just read. Does anyone remember the first friend that we heard about in the book? Was it an elephant? No, it wasn't an elephant. It was a butterfly. Can you pretend to be a butterfly? Fly around with your beautiful, colorful wings. Great job. What color butterfly were you? I'll give you a moment to think about it. I was a purple butterfly, just like my shirt. The next friend that was in our book was a bee. So can you pretend to be a bee with me? Fly around and make a buzzing noise this time. Bzz. Great. Now let's be a hummingbird. Another flying pollinator. Get ready to fly from flower to flower and make some tweets like a bird. Tweet, 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 tweet. Great job. The last pollinator friend in our book that we're going to pretend to be today is a bat. Has anyone ever seen a bat before? Most people don't see bats because they are out at nighttime. That means they're nocturnal. Can you say nocturnal? Great job. They also like to hang upside down. So touch your toes and hang upside down like a bat. Phew, that was tiring. Those pollinators have a really big job to do, collecting all that nectar and taking pollen from flower to flower. Speaking of collecting flowers, our nature connection today is to go outside and collect different flowers for our flower bookmarks. Now don't worry if you go outside and don't find any flowers. You can use other things from nature. You could find maybe a blade of grass or a leaf or anything else you find. So our flower bookmarks, we're gonna need a few items. The first being, obviously, some flowers that you've collected from outside. I have quite the collection of different things that I gathered out in the garden. You might have some dandelions, some flower petals, some blades of grass, some leaves. So anything that you find outside from nature, that's a great option to use for your bookmarks. The next thing you're gonna want is a piece of construction paper or a piece of cardstock paper. Something colorful, like so. You're also going to want some scissors, a hole punch, a piece of ribbon or yarn or twine, and some contact paper. So this is sticky paper to seal our flowers onto our bookmark. If you don't have any contact paper, some packing tape that your parents might use to send things outside or send things to your family or friends that live farther away, that is also a great option because sometimes contact paper isn't something we just have lying around our house. So the first step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my construction paper and I already cut mine into a nice, what shape is this? Is it a rectangle? Yeah, so I've already cut mine into a rectangle, but I think I'm gonna make it a little smaller because I didn't collect that many flowers outside. So I'm gonna cut off a little bit of it. There you go. So then I'm gonna arrange my flowers how I want them to look on my flower bookmark. So I'm gonna put a leaf right here, and I'm gonna put the dandelions right here, and maybe I'll put this little petal right here, and ooh, my blade of grass, that can go up there. Now I didn't use all of my, I'll show you it once it's sticky. Right now it's kind of hard because everything's gonna fall off, so that's why we need the sticky paper. I didn't use all of the things I collected, but feel free to use up all the space. I'm just trying to go a little faster so you don't have to watch me do art and you can spend more time doing it yourself. So if you have contact paper, separate the contact paper like so. Place the contact paper on top of all of your flowers and pieces of nature that you collected from outside to secure them into place. Make sure you press down too, all around it so they stay sticky stuck. So here it is so far. So the contact paper has made it so all of the flowers have stuck onto the piece of paper. Now you could cut off the sides, or I'm just gonna fold it back like so. You might need some parents' help with this too. So all my flowers are in place, but it doesn't look quite like a bookmark yet. I need something to hang from the top, or if I wanted to hang it from a window, I need something to have it hang from. So I'm gonna use my hole punch and punch a hole on the top. Oh, hole punches are tough. You might need a parent's help with that too. Then I'm gonna take my ribbon, feed it through the hole. I bet you can do this. I'm gonna cut my string a little bit because mine's super long. Then I'm gonna tie it in a knot. You probably will have some help with this too. And another knot on the top so I have something to hang it from. Cut off the extra again. And there you have it. A wonderful flower bookmark or a nice little decoration to hang from your door. Now, does anyone know what holiday is coming up this weekend? Is it Mother's Day? Yeah? So maybe you have someone really special in your life, your mom, your grandma, maybe an aunt that you want to give some love to. So what you could do is you could even give them this bookmark. That might be a fun gift to give them. So thanks again for joining me today for Read and Seed at the Gardens on Spring Creek. We hope to see you here very soon and have a wonderful day. Bye everyone.